the numerous rumors that are going around to the effect that there are secret things going on at the airport, that there's arrangements being made to lease to a hotel, to lease to the owner of the Crow's Nests, that there's all kinds of deals being made secretly, that in fact we're talking in terms with people about selling the whole airport to one organization and moving the airport out close to Northport, which is kind of silly on the surface of it. If we could do that, the FAA would not allow us. People will argue with you that yes, they would, but they would not. This thing's been here 67 years, and they've got a tremendous investment in it. The cost of infrastructure is enormous, lots more than the estimates that you've got in the past. I'd just like to tell you that none of this is true. There's no deals made with anybody. I'm on the airport advisory committee as the your liaison. I see no evidence that any of this thing's happened. I've heard rumors that, well, Marty Black is talking to people about the use of the airport. Well, that's his job. You know, hopefully he would screen some of this stuff out so that we wouldn't have to hear the proposals from that table, because there's going to be a lot of them, and there has been a lot of them over the years that never get to us. When he begins to explain the parameters of doing business at the airport, they immediately lose interest. I would lose interest. I wouldn't want to do business with the airport. But in any event, my response to that, that's his job. He can talk to anybody he wants, but if anything's proposed to him that makes any sense, we will hear about it at this dais. And I've assured people that that's true. And I think part of the problem is coming as a result of the draft report from the MEA group and Synergy. MEA is the group that helps manage our airport with all of the myriad of administrative tasks that have to be accomplished with the FAA and DOT. Synergy is involved with commercial developments. They have come in accordance to the contract that we approved some time ago in last year's budget, when we approved the budget to do the study, and they've come up with a plan for the airport, drawn up the various segments that could be developed, made some suggestions about the kinds of developments that could be used at the airport, and there's a whole myriad of things they've suggested that ranges from the marina to a hotel. There's been no decisions made on this. There is a group of folks that have met at the Chamber of Commerce, with some Chamber of Commerce people that have looked at this. And during the last, when MEA group officials were there and Synergy officials were there to explain what was going on, explain their report, I told them that I thought that their report might be the basis for some of these idiotic rumors that are going around, and suggested that before they even put together a final report, that we have a forum and invite people, which we were going to do anyhow at a point, but we do it quickly, to invite people that have these suspicions and to show them exactly what has been suggested and recommended as possibilities, and take input as to how people feel about the various possibilities. And hopefully, they're shooting for a couple of weeks from now. Hopefully, when they get through with that, some of these rumors will settle down. But in terms of Marty Black talking to people, hopefully he is talking to some people. The problem at the airport for development has been for 67 years the lack of infrastructure. When Bartow, I was at Air Training Command when we closed Bartow. We left everything. You could run a city there. We left buildings, streets, sidewalks, fire department, refrigeration plant, everything that you could think of for a community. So they could begin to lease that equipment and lease those buildings and that property immediately. And they have a very, very successful operation. They even left the control tower. When they walked away from Venice, they left absolutely nothing. Now, this report, I have a lot of problems with it. And I asked them, despite the problems I have with it, let's get the forum together. The kind of problems I have with it is they've estimated the infrastructure to cost $6,400,000, and I think they're way off. It's going to cost a lot more than that. Their suggestion is that we could make an entrance across the street from Darby Buick and a roadway around the east side for $640,000. And that includes tearing down the old circus building. We'd be lucky if we could even tear down the old circus building for. So I suggested maybe you should be thinking in terms of $2 million, and they agreed with that they would have another look at the numbers. But this report was not to come up with final numbers, just give us an idea. They indicated that the total infrastructure cost would be $6,400,000, which I feel is way below what it would cost. That the income could be $14 million, which I think is way in excess of what we could ever get. But the point is, they are going to put together a forum, and to my knowledge, there's absolutely no truth to any of the rumors that are going around. I wanted an opportunity to say that to you and say to anybody in the audience, and hopefully the media, and hopefully when Marty has his next press conference, that he will discuss this at some length. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Ms. Taylor?